I'm Amanda, and I wanted to reduce my carbon footprint and use my car less. So I went out and got myself a bike. Let me show it to you. Because I want to use this to run errands, like going to the grocery store, I got a rack put on the back and got myself a bag. This one happens to be made out of recycled, repurposed juice box containers. It says OJ, orange juice. I thought it was kind of cute. I also got fenders to reduce splashing so that I can go out in the rain, which is why my bike's a little dirty right now, because I did go out in the rain. And this works really well. I actually managed to bring home a 30-pound bag of potting soil on it the other week. But for safety, I got good lighting in the front and the back. I also got myself a helmet, even though it's not required by law where I live. It's stupid not to wear a helmet when you bike. So whatever your law is, get yourself a helmet. I also got a low step through, so it's easy for me to get on and off, and I got gears to help me with the hills. Now looking at me, you might say, well gee, you're skinny, you're in good shape, it's easy for you to bike. Well actually I am skinny, but I hardly exercise, so I'm not in very good shape. I thought it was going to be really hard to bike, but it turns out it's actually not nearly as hard as I thought, and anybody can do this, and I'm really enjoying it. Because, wait till you see what I discovered about my bike trails in my area. So let me go show those to you right now. Haha! It is really challenging biking and holding this at the same time. And my arms aren't very long, so this is as far away as you're going to see. But it is absolutely gorgeous along here. Check this out. This is somebody's yard. It's beautiful. There's an osprey nest. Hey, the osprey are in it right now. Check that out. Osprey. Osprey are like hawks. So they got a nest right there. I've got the gorgeous view of the river. Nice path, fairly smooth. Well, as far as something that's not paved goes. So it is beautiful. I gotta say, since I started biking just last week, that I am just loving it. My butt's a little sore, that's true. But I've asked different people who bike and they said your butt gets used to it. So, you know, it's kind of a breaking in period of sorts. So I'm looking forward to that getting a little better. But I am sleeping better. I'm feeling so much more energetic. I'm looking forward to actually getting out and riding, which is nice. So I am really loving this. I didn't think I'd like it quite so much, and I thought it'd be a lot harder than it is, but it actually is not very hard at all. Other than the really big hill by my workplace. That's still rather challenging, but it'll get better in time. I'll develop strength and endurance, and I'll feel healthier for it. And I'll be happy to have accomplished as much as I have. I'm already feeling proud of what I've accomplished. So yes, biking, good. Biking, fun. I recommend it. You don't have to get a super fancy, expensive bike to do it either. So I'm into week 2 of biking. I'm making my way to a store right now on one of the trails near my house. And it is so nice having a bike. It's much faster than walking, and it allows me to go farther distances that I wouldn't be able to get to if I was just walking, unless I wanted to take a good portion of the day. So I am really loving my bike. The weather is cooperating today, at least. It doesn't always cooperate very well. Oh, here's where I need to turn off. So I better put this down so I don't fall into a hole or hurt myself or something, because I'm still getting used to the whole biking thing. Not an expert yet, but I am really enjoying it. So it's a beautiful day right now, and I am on my way back to the nursery where I got that 30-pound bag of potting soil. I need some plants to put into it, so I'm going to find myself some nice flowers and take them back on my bike. Once I get there, I'll show you how I've rigged up a little kind of extra basket on the back of my bike with some bungee cords to hopefully make the flowers transport home a bit better. First time I've tried this, so we'll see how it goes. I'm feeling proud right now. I just managed to make it up a hill without having to get off my bike or even get out of my seat. It's the first time I managed to do that. Now, it wasn't a very big hill, but it is still an accomplishment for me. It means my knees and my legs are getting stronger, so I feel proud. I've come across a pond next to the trail, and there's the funniest sounds coming from here. I think it must be frogs. So I was just racing a butterfly. It kept flying along in front of me. And apparently butterflies are faster than I am. So like Ron and his little broomstick, I get outstripped by flying butterflies. But I blame it on the fact that I have plants on my back right now. So I'm trying to drive really slowly and carefully. Really, I'm not that slow. So here's what I used to transport the plants home. I took a basket that I used to hold gloves and hats and things and just stuck bungee cords on it and attached it to my rack. And it's actually worked really well. Even though it was a bit bumpy coming home, all the plants stayed in here just fine. The only flaw to my design is that the basket's kind of close to the seat. So yeah, you couldn't sit back quite as far as you normally would, and that wasn't so comfortable. But overall, my experiment of putting a basket on the back worked really well. Okay, note to self, when the bike sits in the sun for a while, the seat gets kind of toasty, which is a little hot on the nether regions.